Janet Diane Mourglia-Swerdlow with another edition of Healthy Living for Expansions.com. Today we are going to be making one of my most favorite summer salads with Napa cabbage. So we're going to start with a nice head of organic Napa cabbage, which I've kind of started slicing, but I'll show you how we're going to do that in a little bit. First thing we're going to do is make the dressing. Now the dressing is a little bit more complicated than what I usually show you. I like to keep things easy, as you know, but because I like this one so much, I'm going to go ahead and show you this one anyway. So what I'm going to do is start out with a half a cup of olive oil. That's going to go into my pot. This is going to be a warm type of a dressing. And we're going to heat this up a little bit. And once that's heated, then we're going to put in a half a cup of organic sesame seeds. Now I'm going to show you a variety of ingredients for the salad, and if you don't have them, there are things you can either add in or take out or change up, whatever works for you. So in goes the half a cup of organic sesame seeds. We're going to toast those just a little bit. And I also have a half a cup of almonds, raw almonds that I have cut up. And you can use other kinds of nuts, or again, you can leave them out, depends on what you like. So that's going to go in. I'm going to start toasting those together. And the last thing we're going to put in is I have chopped up one medium onion. Now if you have scallions or green onions, you can also use those as well. I like to go with organic, and because I can't always find the things I need, I just put things in. You can use a combination of both as well. So this is going to take a couple minutes, and we're going to just saute this up a little bit. Okay, you can see how everything is cooking in there. And the onion, we don't want it really translucent, but still a little bit crunchy. So just enough to kind of take off the rawness, so it's just a little sauteed. Once that's done, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of sea salt, and 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. Now again, if you don't like things real spicy, you don't have to put in the red pepper flakes. You could also substitute a little bit of cayenne. I just want to blend that in and get the spices going. I'm also going to add in 3 tablespoons of the coconut secret crystals. And 2 tablespoons, oops, I see it's got a little place on it there, of organic sun butter. And again, this just gives it a nice Asian flavor. It's something, if you don't have it, you don't have to run out and get it. You can leave it out. I want to get that melted in. Get all the flavors together. It's really nice. If you were here and you could smell it, you would be enjoying it just like I am. But you want to get your sun butter, you choose to add that in, all melted together, otherwise you're going to have lumps of that in your salad. Let's get that done. Okay, next I am going to add in actually I have turkey broth here. Now you can use any kind of broth you like, vegetable broth, beef broth, turkey broth, chicken broth, whatever works for you. I'm going to put in about a cup, even though I have 2 cups in here, because how much liquid you put in depends on the size of your cabbage and how much dressing that you actually want. So I may add a little bit more, but I'm going to start with this. I'm also going to be putting in a half a cup of coconut organic vinegar. Now Coconut Secret also has this brand as well, and it's really a nice one. So in goes the vinegar, and I have coconut amino acids. Now I'm using 1/4 cup of this. Sometimes people use soy sauce instead. I try to stay away from the soy. And if you use soy, it's going to be more salty, so you're going to want to use a little bit less. But I highly recommend the coconut amino acids. Very good probiotics. Excellent for the digestive system. I'm also going to add in another half a cup of olive oil. The first was just to get everything sauteing. So that. And it's looking really nice. And the last thing I'm going to add is some hot sauce because we like ours a little spicy. And this is the brand I like. But again, probably about a teaspoon. If you don't like it so spicy, you don't have to put that in. And that's your dressing. So once you have your dressing going, and like I said, in fact, I'm going to add a little bit more of my turkey broth. So I've got about a cup and a quarter in, and I may decide to add more depending on what my salad looks like. I'm going to turn the heat off. And I'm back here to my Napa cabbage. Just lay it on its side, and then I just chop right through. Make it easy. Now, this might look like a big batch, so if you're one person, you might think, oh my gosh, I'll never eat that much, but you'll be surprised how good this is. And you can add things to it for a full meal. You could add in some stir-fried chicken, some beef strips. You can add in some fish. There's a variety of things that you can add in. So it's actually not going to be as large a salad as what you think. So I'll move this off the heat. Let me get the cabbage taken care of. And because your dressing is warm, you can either serve it warm or you can chill it. It's up to you. I like to serve it a little bit warm. Cabbage is going to stay crunchy in there. You can see it doesn't take too long. The biggest time is making sure that you have your correct ingredients or some kind of substitutes for those. And let's see, kind of getting things assembled. It is a very refreshing salad for hot summer days. So I'll be sure I get the ends. Here's how nice and crunchy that is. Like I said, very refreshing. And you can use Napa cabbage to substitute for a lot of things. If you want to use it for a leaf for your burgers, any kind of salads that you like. Just put that right in there. Like I said, it looks like a huge pot, but once we're going to stir it down, you'll see it'll kind of collapse into itself because it's warmer. And I really love this salad. I could eat it several times a day. So I do encourage you, even if you're just one person, to go ahead and try this recipe for yourself because it's really good. So we're just going to stir it together. And if you have the scallions or the green onions, you can put those right on top. I think I have enough liquid, so I'm not going to add any more of my turkey broth. And if you like stir fries, you actually could stir fry your salad, the cabbage as well, and use that as a dressing. I'm not going to do that. And then once everything is blended, you can just put it together. I have a nice salad bowl here, and I'm going to just put it right in. And we'll be ready to serve. And that's it. So it's a lovely company dish and it's a good dish for yourself. So I want to thank you for joining me, Diane Mourglia-Swerdlow, another edition of Healthy Living Expansions.